Hello everybody, welcome back to 2K21. How are you doing today? So, I'm not going to lie, we went and got all the other cards yesterday. I'm not going to lie, I spent a lot of money. I had to go do some snipity snipes. So, I didn't get Randall for very cheap. I think I got him for 150k. I don't want to even front. I got Gasol for about 50 to 70. And I got Steve Francis for about 45,000. So, we have all the cards, so we don't really have to worry about picking anybody up. Really wish I would have waited. I could have saved a little bit of money. So, we're going to be doing the Ginobili Triple Threat Challenge and the Manu 43-point challenge today. In this challenge, it says play against Ginobili with his teammates. So, I'm literally trying to score at least 4 layups with any player. I'll just do it with Manu. I'm going to use the team that I think I'm going to run up against, and I think it's literally going to be these players. I guess these two are a dynamic duo, and I didn't know about it, but it makes logical sense. Because he's a diamond, and he's also a diamond. I kind of wish Manu was the diamond, and Julius Randle was the amethyst. Just because Julius Randle's card, to me, doesn't make sense. Because when I think of him, I think of a defensive player, and not this all-around decent score. Yeah, literal save cards. So, no mismatch. I'll tell you at the end what cards you can use and what cards you can use to make this challenge fun. They also did come out with a new Fred VanVleet card. And I'm not going to lie, that Flash Kyrie is better. Ooh, his ratings are not good. What? Alright, Tim Duncan. Alright, big boy. I think they might have messed up Manu. Manu played more like a point guard in the older 2Ks. But we'll have to see. He did a half spin on me, the half spin genius? Good D, 98%. Let's see. Can he dribble? Oh. I just didn't use his moves yet. Run it to me, D. We blocked that. Nah, he punched the backboard with that. Listen, this is his last chance before I let Tony Parker do it. I'm not going to count that as the last chance. We're going to count the next one as the last chance. It's a game to 30. Listen, Manu, you turn it over again. You're getting benched. Isn't I'm just going to go with somebody else. His dribbling is pretty good, but when you got Tony Parker, who I'm pretty sure has an A+ steal, it's kind of hard not to get ripped. Is he going to shoot it still? Bad shot. I sound like Paul George. It was a bad shot. A bad shot that goes in is not a bad shot anymore. It's the rule. That's the only rule. A bad shot that goes in isn't a bad shot anymore. He got some jelly layups. I don't like doing like Euro steps and stuff because you need to know where they will go. So you need to practice doing it before you can really try to be like, oh, I'm pulling this out. This is in my bag now. Because it could be in your bag doesn't mean it actually works. Oh, that wasn't good. I feel like he should have missed. Not going to call it a bad shot. I'm not Paul George here. Get one more layup to go, and then we'll go do stuff with Mr. Parker, Mr. Duncan. I remember getting Tony Parker for like nothing. For like 13k or something. His crossovers are lethal. If you are playing with somebody who doesn't guard you all the way, this Ginobili card will work great. If you're going up against somebody who's clamping you, unless you really are good at creating space to do any of his moves, you're not going to do a lot with him. It's very hard to see how much I like him. Because I need to test out that jumper real quick. Alright, let's try the tried and true. Ew. Nah, I don't like his jumper. I remember when I first started playing, I was thinking, yeah, I don't like fast jumpers. They're not good. I don't like them. I can't get the timing down right. And then you play for a little while, and you realize fast jumpers don't get blocked as easy. And if you just practice, like just playing the game overall, those fast jumpers will get a lot slower. And those slow jumpers will get a lot slower. So a slow jump shot is a terrible jump shot. I don't care how you look at it. Because who is it? That Nick... Shia's cousin. That's how I'm just going to start calling it. Shia's cousin is a very good card. Because it's an amethyst. It's a moments card. It can play decent defense, really good offense. Just the shot is so slow. And that's the only knock that I have on that card. Is the jump shot being as slow as it is a giant negative. I just want to cheese and it's not working. Alright, Parker. Cut to 3. As I do, hit him with the jab. He gave you the space. Pull up. Take 2. Your teammate. Bang. That's a screening. I don't know. I think no matter how you would set up your team for this challenge, if you would have ran a 1 and a 2, kind of like Kyrie, you could use his Amethyst? One of his lower rated cards. You could use his brand new Amethyst with Jimmy Butler's new Amethyst with any center. Doesn't really matter. And this challenge still would not be that hard. I don't know. I don't think I spent very much on Ginobili. I think I spent 7. For me to review him in this game is kind of easy because he's one of them players that I'm going to buy now and not use almost at all year. And it's not just because he's an amethyst. When you run limited, you try to run different cards because it just makes it a little bit more fun. But I don't even think I'd use this card in Triple Threat. If you are a Spurs fan, you're going to like the card. He's kind of fun. Just if he was like a point guard, I wouldn't really have much to say. I would say he'd be a little bit better because I wouldn't have to shoot with him. But even with my point guards, I like to shoot sometimes. Because I'm a very picky person when it comes to these cards. When you have as many cards as I do, which I think I have over, I want to say 1,500 cards or something like that. I don't know. I have to check to look. Little things in cards when you have a lot of cards makes a big difference. Like, this Tony Parker card is good. Just, I don't like actually playing with him online. Against, like, other... Like, I get... Against the computer, I like using him. He's a very fun card to use. But when you play him online, people just can clamp him easy for some reason. And I don't know why. Like, this Tim Duncan, I also don't... I'm not his biggest fan. The only time I like using him is when somebody off-balls at the center position. Because he can shoot good enough to punish the person and have to switch to somebody else. And once they switch to them, I'm just going to start shooting threes with that person. Or I'll do whatever just to annoy them. Because I don't want to rage quit. Because if you get too many rage quits in a row, my game won't load in anymore. It's normally 2... Sometimes it's either... It's not 2 consecutive, because 2 consecutive is fine. If it's like 3 in a row, it's any game could be a game where I'm not going to hit the home screen again. And I have to close the game, re-log in, and there's a chance I still don't get the win for that game. It's like 50-50 if I do or don't get the win. Like, I got the win, but I don't get to pick for limited. But for unlimited, it counts every time. But I don't get a lot of rage quits in unlimited, just because you can run in any lineup. So, if you wanted to run any lineup you want, you really could. This game is not very hard. You just need to do some layups. Like a team that I would recommend using, just if you want to have fun, I would do an all amethyst except for the center. So, my fun point guard, I would definitely choose this Drew Holiday. And then I would definitely choose a shooting guard just because you want to do player match. I would choose either this Clay or maybe D'Angelo Russell. Clay or D'Lo? We're going Clay. And then center, he's a power forward. Dang it, he's a power forward. Really run any good amethyst that you have. You could run Dirk to make it a little challenging. You could run the new Blake, Surge. And for centers, you could run... I wouldn't run Dino. You could run the Shaq, which is pretty good. Ralph Sampson, I would not recommend. I'm not a big fan of him. Kareem would be pretty good. Yao would be pretty fun. Nikola Jokic. Or even Joel Embiid. Like, there's a lot of cards that you could run to make this fun. Just pick this. No, I'd pick James Wiseman. Like, this is a lineup I would think would be fun. If you want to make it challenging, just run golds. That's the only way to really make it hard. So, come back for the next video where we will be doing Manu's 34 points. Where you need to score 34 points with any player. You know what? We're going to score 43 points with 2 players. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.